Today we are going to be checking out a bunch of stuff that people have emailed to me. This is not necessarily the people in the videos. For example, neither Zokker nor DDF sent me this replay. These are just replays that people have sent me via my email. It's been a long time since I've really gone through and tried to clear out my email, so that is what we're doing today. We're going to clear out some emails. We're kicking it off on Fire Island for this AVS. In the bottom left-hand corner, as the Cyan allies, this is Zokker. And in the top right-hand corner, as the Orange Soviets, this is DDF. Two streams at the same time? What are you talking about? You mean someone else in the world is also streaming? Dogs and bears. Dogs and bears. It's the name of the game. Oh, that doggy escaped. Well, if you're not going to go fast to airfield, you might as well get out a bunch of peacekeepers and dogs. Zokker going to, you're lucky I can't donate in chat. I don't even know how that works. More dogs and bears. Lucky for Zokker, able to clear up this entire south side and grab both oil derricks. Great advantage right out of the gate from Zokker. The worst replay I've ever seen would probably be one that someone emailed to me where they thought it was a good game and then it wasn't, and it just took a lot of my time and I was mostly just bored the whole time. That's pretty much it. That is what it would be. Huh. So, there's this really cool build you can do where you get Javelin Troopers and then a Naval Yard, and I don't know if that's what Zokker was doing. Okay, no, he wasn't. He just had the Javelin Troopers around for other reasons. He gets the airfield, and then Dog hanging out over at the third base, or the third refinery location. War Factory before the expansion for DDF. More Javelin Troopers, so he's doing something with them. I'm not sure what Zokker's plan with these javelins is. Yeah, the conscripts, you know, they're really cheap, and dogs are supposed to kill early infantry, so, you know, balance-wise it makes sense. But yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense that a guy with a gun can't stop a dog. But then again, in real life, you know, if that dog's running real fast, probably a lot of people, if they aren't trained well, couldn't hit a moving target consistently. Betting on allies, always a good choice. Soma. DDF gonna be poking away. My gosh, Zokker really loves his barracks. You gotta hand it to the guy. He digs a barrack. Barracks? One barrack. Aw, Terror Drone gets the dog. And the conscript will survive. He can actually go back to killing that oil derrick if he really wants to. Bullfrogs and a sickle. Gonna be heading out to the south side of the map, but DDF gets turned around. MCV gonna be, I assume, heading out to the water. Get himself up a potential fourth expansion. This MCV position can be very difficult to deal with for right now. That first multi-gunner turret had to get dropped in the south by Zokker, which honestly is great for DDF, that the first multi-gunner turret wasn't, like, right up in here. Conscript gets eliminated. Vindicators are, of course, going to be watching over that oil derrick, trying to keep it safe. And there's the fourth refinery up and running soon from DDF. Zokker, on the other hand, no third refinery, no fourth refinery, but he has reclaimed the oil derrick in the north, so he's got that 2 oil derrick income, which is pretty good. 2 oil derricks is always fun. This Terror Drone, I guess if they weren't walled in, then he could sneak in there and get a harvester kill. Vindicator's going to get some easy breezy kills on these sickles. Actually, 2 sickles actually do survive, kind of surprisingly enough. Another multi-gunner turret there. And Zokker looking to put on a little bit of pressure. Sickle's going to be able to take down a couple of javelin troopers. But more reinforcements may eventually work away at these sickles. Although, not that few of reinforcements. Bullfrog's just hanging out waiting for the Vindicators to come home. 3rd refinery finally up. 2nd airfield from Zokker. He's relocating to the middle of the map. The sickles are very low on health. And that's so sad. That's so sad from DDF. Terror Drone gets the infect. Zokker is so committed to this middle map position. Which in this case, you know, it is working out. Not often do you see a Javelin Trooper laser lock. He almost got the laser lock on the conscript as well. Laser lock a Harvester. Both of these sickles extremely close to death. Barracks or reactor going down in the bottom right-hand corner. DDF going for a potential 4th refinery, considering his 3rd was wiped out. This is such a weird layout for a game. Ooh, lovely little satellites dropping on the refinery. Power plant gets sold off. Sickles get eliminated. And Zokker, actually, he was able to keep alive that airfield, so he can have a massive air force if he chooses to. There we go, 4th refinery now online. Gonna be dropping a 2nd war factory. I assume he's gonna sell this one off from his main base and just transition down here to the south side of the map. Zokker's MCV still hanging out in the middle of the map. Got that tier 2 on the way. Well, he's got the tier 2 over there. These bullfrogs are just hanging out there, about to get shot up if they are not careful. MCV now on the move. Bears. I wonder what Zokker is thinking of this game. This is such a weird game to play. Gonna be going for the refinery. War factory now up, still just tier 2 for Zokker. Still just 3 refineries. Although, I mean, he's not building a lot of units. Like, he built a decent number of infantry. Infantry is relatively cheap. Most of the bears managed to get through. They cut down the dogs. They go for the peacekeepers. This is a lot of bears from DDF. Able to clean up pretty much everything. He's actually going to be able to clean up potentially this entire infantry army and then just Tesla coil Zokker. Zokker with a Riptide, good choice to hit that refinery. And Guardian Tank going to be slowly but surely killing these bullfrogs. Looks like we had a little bit of drop in connection. We should be back up now. War Factory goes down. Oh my gosh, Tesla coils kill buildings so fast. It's actually kind of funny how quickly Tesla coils burn down buildings. Wah wah, not that one. This is such a bizarre game showing up here. And refinery down. This Peacekeeper and a Guardian Tank. Okay, it's 2 Guardian Tanks, actually. I thought it was just the Peacekeeper doing all the damage to that reactor. Oh, DDF. Those bullfrogs going down. DDF has completely relocated to the south side of the map. They might actually just kind of trade positions here. He can unpack here, take these refineries, take these ore nodes, and then he'll be at 3 refineries in the southern half of the field. Hammer tanks. This is a lot of hammer tanks going to be leeching down that multi-gunner turret. And hey, you know, when you've got this many, you can actually do that. And he's going to finish it off with his main guns, so he doesn't keep up the repairs. Super reactor going to go down. Refineries are still refining, so he's actually got a decent amount of cash. Calls in the satellites on 2 of these power plants, forces the sell-off of them. DDF putting out some good moves. Gonna have to add on a reactor. I guess he's about to lose his super reactor out here. Yeah. And one refinery's still going, so Zokker has pulled back from this attack at least a little bit. It looks like he might have one Guardian tank heading back in to take that down. Here we go, boys. I was a little over this. Hey, there we go. Lovely explosion. So Zokker, he got up to tier 3 and he got one Athena cannon out. But he can probably just bum rush this and take this game. Like just rush in there and shoot everything. Or infect with the Terror Drone even. The laser painter does so much damage. Look at that. Oh, that double Vet Guardian tank and the fully heroic Peacekeepers. Oh man, that laser painter is doing so much work. Guardian tanks and Peacekeepers chasing away bullfrogs. And of course, bullfrogs, they can run over trees, but they can't run over people. People are a little stronger than trees. So Zokker has split off one Guardian tank to go backwards. Might even just be worth going into Sickles. Sickles and bullfrogs, like going back into that. And goodbye, Hammer Tank. Terror Drone gets eliminated, and these Peacekeepers can actually chase down these bullfrogs if they really want to. This Guardian tank is... Eventually, he will kill that Harvester, but it's going to take a long time, apparently. Bears coming in for DDF. This super reactor finally finishing up. Oh no, DDF. Wah wah. Harvester offline. This Harvester is still here. Oh my gosh. Zokker has not been able to kill that. Zokker has had these two oil derricks the whole game. Finally, all the Peacekeepers get cleaned up. Riptide gets locked down. That's a fully heroic Riptide. Guardian tank. This is... He gets 2 shots in while it's on. Oh no, he finally gets it! Look at that guy! He can finally write home and tell his family, I did my one job. And the ore collector, I guess, can't be unbugged because the walls... Like, maybe it can't move. Zokker got his refinery back up and running, plus those 2 oil derricks, so he's feeling okay. And DDF could actually just rebuild... Looks like he lost another bullfrog. He could actually just rebuild that Harvester, and it probably would pay for itself. Harvester's finally pulled off the line, and then will eventually be sent back to work. DDF desperately trying to get up another refinery. He should have enough cash to do this, but he has been definitely strapped for cash for the last couple of minutes. Having to rebuild the super reactor is never fun. I guess he's been losing a lot of bullfrogs as well. Guardian tank gonna try and chase down the bears. And the Terror Drone, does he get the infect? Ooh, he gets the infect. Oh, and the splash damage from the Vindicator bombs, I'm pretty sure, did extra damage to that Guardian tank. Wah, wah. And goodbye, Guardian tank. Fully heroic Terror Drone. 1 Peacekeeper versus these 3 conscripts. And they're going to surround him. And he doesn't even turn around. That is a very brave Peacekeeper, not even turning around, letting them shoot him in the back. Get back to work. If these ore harvesters, if any of them were actually working, DDF would actually be in a pretty good position. But because none of his ore harvesters know how to collect ore, he's been strapped for cash for quite some time. I mean, how long has he had this refinery and it hasn't actually been doing anything for him? Yikes. MCV now on the move. Once again, Zokker is reestablished at 2 refineries, so he's actually doing pretty well, all things considered. And this harvester still can't get back to work. He had to break down... No, it still isn't going back to work. The cryo shot freezes that harvester. Maybe he can get back to work over there. Clears up all of those walls. He literally had to sell off that refinery. I guess the multi-gunner turret was also there. Alright, so DDF trying to survive. He managed to survive his harvester not working for like 3 or 4 minutes. And now... Oh, and 2 Vindicators actually go down. Decent Vindicator kills by Zokker. Zokker has been just holding this middle of the map for a good amount of time. Is gonna take some damage on that ore refinery, but ooh, all of the Vindicators now. One more does remain, but almost all of the Vindicators going down. Zokker, you sneaky boy. Flak troopers going for the power plants. The super reactor gets sold off, and the engineer gets killed. Barracks and a multi-gunner turret still just hanging out. Zokker with multi-gunner turrets kind of dotted around the map. The barracks out for DDF. And Zokker trying to establish a command hub, but it won't quite be able to do it. Peacekeeper just totally kills that conscript. Stream should be looking a little better now. And finally, DDF's longest working refinery goes down. Zokker cleans it up, places his own refinery slightly off position, but he still gets it. So he will slowly but surely... Wow, DDF actually harvested exactly half of that refinery, or that ore node. So he got a decent amount from that. Once again from Zokker. Trying to set up with these prospectors, trying to get himself some more refineries. Had to sell off or lost that refinery, and now just has this wonky one. But again, Zokker has had these 2 oil derricks for the entirety of this game, however long it's been going on. And DDF now going to be taking the opposite corner expansion. So now we've got cross spawns from the corners, which most of the time this refinery isn't even taken, but in this case it is. Multi-gunner turrets, the bane of every Soviet player's existence. MCV on the move once again. This guy, DDF, is just dropping refineries and war factories all over the place, trying to survive. And Zokker is by and large doing the same thing. If he actually got a production facility up, if he could sneak out a war factory, he actually could build, a couple of Mirage tanks and probably win the game. Flak cannon going down for DDF. I don't know if that will actually finish. He may just cancel that over there. Yeah, DDF super strapped for cash. And he managed to sneak a flak trooper and a bear, which prompted a cryo shot from Zokker, and he froze his own power plant. I think it'll unfreeze before the flak trooper... Oh, no! No! What are you doing? Oh, he missed the opportunity. That would have been so great. Terror drone could go for the infect of that harvester or just keep it offline. Zokker has actually dropped an airfield all the way up here, but of course no Tier 3 on that airfield. Not that you would necessarily want sentry bombers, but you might want a cryocopter. I don't know that a cryocopter would actually be a good investment right now, but you might want it. Extra harvester for DDF, just hanging out. That prospector will go down. The multi-gunner turret gets the kill on the terror drone. And the power plant will survive, at least for now. This has turned into such a bizarre game from Zokker and DDF. Trading places so many times. DDF might now be going for a middle-of-the-map refinery. They're kind of... Okay, I was like, they're kind of heading towards the same area, but no, Zokker is actually heading south. He queues up, it looks like a multi-gunner turret. DDF is going to head north, and I think there are Vindicators out. Yeah, there are Vindicators, so this terror drone, who is waiting around, I think, for the MCV to move or something. But that terror drone won't really be able to do anything with these Vindicators out. Jump from the sickles. One Vindicator goes down. Zokker unable to really get any damage off with these Vindicators. And Zokker, I think, is basically going to have to burn a multi-gunner turret to kill that terror drone. He could just never move his MCV again until he can get a Vindicator down here. But I don't know if that's actually where he wants his MCV to be. Another cryo shot firing off. Grabs the harvester very nicely. And, uses the precision bomber or whatever to get the kill. Sickles going for the harassment of the prospector. Very late game, early game harassment. I mean, how often do you see... Oh, and I guess that's it? I think... Did Zokker... What the... Did Zokker lose that one? Are we calling that against Zokker? That was a very weird game. I thought that... I didn't think that's how that was going to end. Okay, well, that's just the end of that game. I think I might... Let's see. So it looks like the stream has stabilized. I don't know what was going on. Something dropped some frames and then started dropping a lot of frames. But it looks like it's stabilized now, so... So I think DDF was the winner of that. But I don't know. Just reading the chat as people getting to the end of that. You gonna cast the Ladder Wars tourney? No, I'm just casting a couple of replay games today, and then I have to go back to work. So if there's an event, I won't be sticking around. Kadeel Drigger says, my favorites are Dankal, Vindies, and Profloff. I miss Dankal so much. So good. Such a good player. Vindies and Profloff also good, but... Alright, well, that was that. Definitely a weird game. Kind of an unsatisfying conclusion, but that's okay. Alright, what's up next? We got this good 2v2. Okay, yeah. I don't know why it kind of crashed in the middle of that last game, but yeah, it did. Alright, we're kicking it off on Pool Party for a 2v2 on the left side, as our team over here is the orange. It's Bashley. B. Ashley. May even be watching, who knows. In the south, their ally, this is Stryder. The yellow allies. In the bottom right-hand corner, making up team number 2 as the Cyan Empire, this is Goldy. And in the top right-hand corner, as the red allies, this is WalftheWolf. WalftheWolf and Goldy versus Stryder and Bashley. WalftheWolf, I think this is when he was a little bit rusty still, so ordinarily I would say WalftheWolf, you know, as a force unto himself, would unbalance this, but, like, Bashley's pretty solid, Stryder's pretty solid, Goldy is off-racing as Empire, so, I don't know, this might end up being a pretty even matchup, and I think Wolf is pretty rusty, so this may end up being a pretty even match, but normally I would say Wolf and Goldy, especially if they were both playing allies, would have a big advantage in this match, but we'll see, you know. Bashley busting out the Empire, which I think is his normal faction. Sneaky dojo from Goldy is going to be stopped, and WalftheWolf gets cleared out of his own building. Bashley trying to set up a dojo in the north. Imperial Warriors going for the run. Bashley into the Mecha Bay, most likely going lots of Tengus. WalftheWolf dropped, I assume, a naval yard and then is going to move on to his third refinery. Airfield also out for WalftheWolf, a very forward airfield. He may actually be looking to take this refinery after that, and then that way he can kind of defend that airfield and it'll be in a safer position. Will they make it? Oh, WalftheWolf. Literally body blocking Imperial Warriors with his Riptides. Peacekeepers from Stryder going to be pushing in on Goldy. Actually going for the oil derrick. Always a good idea, you know, killing the oil derrick of your opponent, especially if you can defend your own oil derrick. Oh, poor Stryder. His Peacekeepers don't actually make it into the building. Oh, that dojo! The crushes. Dojo going for some pretty serious crushes. Oops. Well, the Apollo goes down. 3 Tengus do manage to kill it. A couple of Strikers stomping around. A couple of Vindicators hanging out. Vindicators forced to pull back. Gonna go ahead and bomb that oil derrick. Nice choice by WalftheWolf. Bashley with 1 tsunami tank way down here in the south. I don't know, we'll see if that's problematic, but Bashley might need some forces up to deal with WalftheWolf. WalftheWolf onto those 3 refineries. Goldy looks like he's wanting a 3rd refinery as well. Multi-gunner turret on the way. Or it's here from Wolf. 1 Vindicator goes down, the other one will barely escape, it looks like. Stryder going to be able to kill that multi-gunner turret and manages to barely escape with 1. Ooh, trades out 1 Tengu. Unfortunate for Goldy. 2 Tengus go down, and the 3rd one is going to harass. Apollos from Wolf. They fly over some Javelin troopers or multi-gunner turrets or something. So that was a bit unfortunate from Wolf. Yeah, flying directly over that building and then trying to engage Apollos. Bashley, he's trying to converge with Stryder on these forces. Vindicator's taking some big damage, and it's going to be Apollos versus Tengus, but it should have been Apollos and an Apollo from Stryder. That was an absolute mess of an air edition. Of an air edition? Of a air battle. That was a messy back and forth. Someone says, I heard the Steam edition doesn't support online lobbies anymore. None of the editions of Red Alert 3 support online lobbies because the official servers were taken down, which is why you need CNC Online, which is the community-run alternative, which is just like a bunch of people who really like Command & Conquer spending hundreds of hours of their own time developing a service for free for everyone to use that has now been running for years because EA didn't want to keep the servers up And it's like, a bunch of randos can put together a community-run server that is pretty good. It's not great, or it's not perfect, and it doesn't have all of the functionality of the original servers, but like, in 1 or 2 months, they reverse-engineered the official servers and then built their own version. And EA's like, no, we can't support it anymore. We don't want to keep the servers online because it's not profitable for us. And it's like, well, I don't think they're really running a big profit over there at CNC Online. I don't think they're raking in the millions with their free service that they take donations for. But it's not really profitable for us as a company to support the games we make, so we can't really justify spending the money. Like 4 guys in a cardboard box build the same thing in a week. And they're like, hey, we can do it. Goldy going to be coming in here with a couple of strikers, going to be going for the barracks. We'll be trading out at least 1 striker, 2 strikers, and 3 strikers going down, smashing on top of his Mecha Tengu buddy. Going to be breaking down some walls. These Guardian tanks from Stryder can go ahead and take care of that Tengu if they so choose. WalftheWolf sticking with the Air Force, double cryocopter flying around the map. Bashley going to be trying to defend. Bashley has been getting slowly encroached upon by WalftheWolf. WalftheWolf's impressive air forces have been flying around the map, doing what they can. Apollo goes down. Apollo is no match for Tengus and Striker VXs together. Maybe just the Tengus, even with point defense drone. Apollo's doing an okay job versus Tengus. As you can see, a number of Tengus getting eliminated there. And that was pretty costly from Wolf. He thought he had an opening with this Riptide to go for the freeze of the Mecha Bay and eliminate it, but he couldn't. He was not able to do it. Bashley and Stryder joining together in the naval forces to attack this expansion of WalftheWolf and take it out. This Harvester is still being harassed by Goldy. All of those Guardian tanks running around earlier were not actually able to kill off that Tengu. I don't know why he didn't just deal with that Tengu and stop it from harassing his stuff. Goldy taking his 3rd on the water in the middle of the map. And finally, it looks like something was dealt with. Stryder decides to clear out his base from all of these mean Tengus who are attacking him constantly. A little multi-gunner turret from Stryder, going to be hanging out next to Bashley's refinery. WalftheWolf going to be taking that water expansion, not yet taking this land expansion as I thought he might, so he has proven me wrong, at least up to this point. WalftheWolf, what are you doing, man? We're supposed to be friends. You're supposed to prove me right. I should be able to say whatever I want in a game and have it be right, just for no reason. Tengu does go down, and this is... What? B. Ashley, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? He's going for 2 Mecha Bays. He doesn't have the income for that, right? He's got 4 refineries. That's not enough for 2 Mecha Bays? That's not enough, right? Defender VX, this Guardian tank, it looks like it got caught on the geometry of the map a little bit. This is 4 cryocopters, going to be able to freeze down all that stuff. Multi-gunner turret going to get frozen by Stryder and then eliminated, and this Riptide can then go ahead and start working away at that Harvester. Goldy going for the harass. This time, instead of 3 Tengus, it's going to be 3 Chopper VXs as he easily gets the kill on 1 Harvester. He's going to get the kill on the power plant as well. This is a really good attack coming out from Goldy. He found an opening, he found a weakness, and now he's going to be able to exploit it very carefully there. And Stryder loses another Apollo. Again, WalftheWolf with this incredibly impressive air force. He lost pretty much all of his Apollos earlier, and he's rebuilt 6 of them. So he's back up to those 6 Apollos and probably 2 Vindicators running around the map with his 4 cryocopters. Looks like the Strikers have transformed, and they are going to be pushed away by Stryder. Going to be stopping them from hanging out too much longer. WalftheWolf with the multi-gunner turret, and Stryder just letting his Riptides die for no good reason. Absolute carnage this game. There's just like so much fighting going on so many fronts. Like that Riptide who was heading home from killing this refinery earlier just gets eliminated by those Vindicators. Stryder going for more bombing runs on these tsunami tanks. Very carefully, I guess, bombing the one. It looked like he almost bombed a different tsunami tank, and then he realized he could kill that one out in front and went for that one. Cryoblast fires off, and WalftheWolf, I assume perfect bomb splitting. Nope, not quite perfect bomb splitting, but good enough. The Harvester is still alive, so if that Harvester switches over to gun mode and kills WalftheWolf, we'll know it is his own lack of micro that did it. Two tsunami tanks going to be heading south. They're getting chased by Bashley. They're getting chased away. And Goldy, he's been doing a good job of harassing. He's been pretty consistent with this harassment. Tengus, Strikers, Tsunamis, doing what he can to try and keep Stryder off his back and put a little bit of pressure on him. WalftheWolf now building an impressive infantry army, which may end up just getting crushed. We'll have to see if Bashley is able to jump in here with some tsunami tanks and go for the crushes. That really just looked like... maybe that was a spy, but it really just looked like WalftheWolf froze his own Peacekeeper and then killed it. Oh, no, the tanks are all getting caught up by them on each other, which means they're not actually going to be very efficiently crushing these units of WalftheWolf. Bashley stepping forward with his big ground army, but he is not being stopped thus far by the impressive air army of WalftheWolf. WalftheWolf just got dunked on with not even really responding to that army. I guess maybe he didn't want to chance his cryocopters going down, but they were just sitting around doing nothing. Cryoblast fires off from Stryder, going to be locking down that war factory a little bit there as one more Guardian tank pops on out and then gets frozen, but it looks like it will unfreeze before it gets eliminated. The attack has been pushed back. Two Shogun battleships get shrunk down by the cryocopters, which get blasted by that Striker VX, which of course is stomping around all over the map. And for now, going to be getting pushed back. They really should be going for this war factory. Eliminating the war factory, shutting it down, is probably the #1 priority for Bashley in this situation. I want to take a quick round trip, take a look at people's cash. 2.5 grand for WalftheWolf. Stryder, 1,700. Bashley completely strapped for cash. And then GoldenEye strapped for cash as well. So Bashley and GoldenEye, a little low on money. Wolf and Stryder, they've got some cash to spend. Now, did Bashley actually keep around that second war factory? It looks like no. So I think he built that mecha bay as a panic response when he thought that one was going to go down. And then he probably just sold it off just so he could get the 1,000 credits back. And, I mean, what else are you going to do? If you accidentally make a mecha bay like that, obviously the ideal thing is to not accidentally make the mecha bay, but... Apollo goes down. Goodbye, Shogun battleship. Well, it gets back to normal size, so it may actually outlive this refinery. There, it gets frozen. You need more Sea Wings, man. You need more Sea Wings. Apollos from Stryder showing up. They are going to be able to clear the skies a little bit here. They might not be able to clear the skies before the freeze actually happens. And no, WalftheWolf is a little early on the freeze, or on the bomb drop, and the Shogun battleship does survive. Cryogeddon fires off. Wolf misses, it looks like, most of the army of Stryder, who's now going to be coming in for the crush. Laser Painter going to allow these Guardians to go down even more quickly than they would otherwise. And this army is important from Stryder and Bashley, but it's not necessarily the most important. As long as they've got artillery out on the water, they have a potential of still striking from a distance, doing lots of damage. Now WalftheWolf going to be forced into this engagement, whether or not he wanted to. Nice crushes from Bashley, getting a couple of heroic infantry units with those tsunami tanks, clearing the ground and pushing WalftheWolf back. While in the south, oh, free damage, free kills, as these Strikers from Goldy with barely any health left eliminate Apollo after Apollo from Stryder. Poor Stryder. Where are you going? Oh, he's trying to actually deal with the cryocopter out there. Wah, wah. Oh no, the cryocopter the falling wreckage actually did not kill that Shogun battleship. Cryocopter is going to be forced away. Guardian tanks are going to keep it safe at least for now. Knocking over that tree, that little miniature Chopper VX, that looks so funny. Doing that. Goldy getting his Chopper VXs healed back up. Tengu's going for the harass from Bashley. This is kind of a weird stage of the game where I think nobody really feels like they can end the game confidently. They're all trying to poke and prod each other, which, to be fair, they've been poking and prodding for most of this game. But they're at the point where they've mostly teched up. You know, they've got some big armies, but they can't finish out the game. Stryder showing up with a couple of dolphins, going to be harassing this ore refinery. And, well, Goldy trying to get his own Yari mini-subs, but they do get eliminated by Bashley's Yari mini-sub. And the heroic Harvester, and by heroic I don't mean his rank, I mean that he is a hero. He is a Harvester that has become a hero to the people. Ooh, Bashley barely gets the transform, fires off a couple of rockets at those Apollos, and Stryder shows up with a ton of Apollos of his own. If he can grab both of these cryocopters, it'll be worth it. Oh, it might even be worth committing to a couple of dead Apollos to get those cryocopters. Oh, no, that's not good because he committed to a bunch of dead Apollos and he didn't get the cryocopters. Now he can skate on out of there with his 2 remaining Apollos, with his 1 remaining Apollo. And Cryoblast fires off Cryogeddon, rather. This could be trying to force an engagement as Stryder moves forward, going mostly just for the infantry because the tanks pretty much all avoided the Cryogeddon. Although 2 multi-gunner turrets did get caught by it, but it's not enough. Oh my gosh! Goldy with this Harvester going for the kill of his opponent. That's so amazing. He's actually going to get the Harvester! The double that Goldy Harvester. Those multi-gunner turrets are still frozen. Wow. It takes a long time for them to unfreeze. Athena Cannon now out. WalftheWolf going up to that tier 3, finally getting his own Athena Cannon. But of course, there haven't been a lot of Shogun battleships lately to shoot at WalftheWolf. Goldy going for the harassment of Bashley, as Bashley and Stryder were harassing Goldy's expansion earlier. That is 2 fully heroic Vindicators, and wow, that ore refinery barely survives. Shogun battleship firing away at this ore refinery, and will get the kill on the ore refinery. Very nicely done for that Shogun battleship. Couple of tsunami tanks here to stand guard, but the Shogun battleship needs to get on out of there. Yeah, he needs to draw the cryocopters out over the water so that he can either deal with the cryocopters or shoot at the Guardian tanks from a distance. But if he could eliminate these Athena cannons and these Guardian tanks, that's most of the army of WalftheWolf done for. Shogun battleship firing random shots, really needs to go for the Athena cannons. I think that's like number 1, and then number 2 is the Guardian tanks. Goldy's got a big army in his main base, mostly tank busters, though. Could be crushed to death. A little bit of harassment now going to be coming out for Goldy. Single Tengu, looking for some shots. Riptide's going for the kill of that Shogun battleship. And this is the artillery advantage. We've seen it many times before. Whoever gets the artillery first, or whoever gets the better artillery positioning, they're the one who have the clear advantage. Emperor's Rage fires off, catches units on both sides. I guess it's going to be favoring WalftheWolf a little bit here. I think he had more tanks actually under the influence of the Emperor's Rage, but of course the Honorable Discharge explosion clears up a couple of those Guardian tanks. So WalftheWolf's army has mostly been cleared. Ooh, even the Mirage tank taking some damage there. And Cryocopter from Stryder gets eliminated. The Apollos from the WalftheWolf killing everything in the sky. We may even get another Cryocopter if they turn to go for it. And they do try. It looks like they may have actually run out of ammo just at the last second there, or they got turned around and told to return. Well, it's always sad when a Shogun battleship falls to the depths of the ocean. Cryogeddon fires off once again. Goldy gets caught by it, at least much of his army does, and the entire attack is thwarted. One Tsunami tank and one Tengu making it through. A fully heroic Riptide in the north, and I guess that's also the end. That... I don't... Again... Who actually won that? I don't even know that that was like a clear winner. Huh. Well, WalftheWolf was ahead on income. Did WalftheWolf have much of an army? Like, WalftheWolf felt like he was in the best position, but Goldy just lost pretty much all of his army. Maybe Stryder didn't have anything, and so then Stryder and Bashley were both like, we don't have very much, and they left, but... Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, that was kind of a weird ending. Maybe not, but feel weird. When this game launched, didn't people think Soviets were OP? Well, you're wrong, which is actually the name of the person leaving the comment. XYHC has a video where he goes over Red Alert 3 balance changes. So you can see... no, that's a replay. So no, the server didn't crash. That's a replay. That wasn't an online game. XYHC has a video... So you can actually see what the changes to the units over time have been. Let's see, XYHC. It's not his tier list. Or maybe it is the competitive tier list? Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm gonna link it in the chat. So, if you are curious, you can check out that video series from XYHC, and XYHC goes over the history of balance changes, and he also has a little recommendation where he says, like, overall, this unit was nerfed, or overall, this unit was buffed. So you can look at the changes for the factions, and you can kind of see how things were originally, and then how they changed over time. Alright. Da-da-da. Good 2v2. We casted that one. What's next? I think it's 5-player FFA. I think that's where we're going next. Alright, Burnout Paradise. Okay, yeah. So I write down the names of all the people in the replay before the fact so that I can remember their names. In the north, as the Red Soviets, it's Forova Foralo. And this was Zouth, but Zouth either crashed or sold off or something. As the Blue Empire, it's KingKonG. As the Cyan Soviets, it's Hat. As the Purple Soviets, it's Libra, not DDF. And as the Green Allies, this is 9-track. Alright, this is an FFA, but we are on Burnt Out Paradise. So, that is the situation. Free for all. Burnt Out Paradise is the map. Normally we see 3v3s on this map, but hey, there's no reason why this can't be an FFA. Is there any game on Casual Encounter? No, I don't think I have a I don't think I have any casual encounter maps right now. Going for the oil derrick is hello. Wow, KingKonG actually going to be going for the observation post, which, you know, hey, gives them extra vision. Also going for the garage, always good. Some players do like to go for the dry dock. The dry dock does a surprising amount of work. Like, the dry dock will definitely save your units. But, keep in mind this is an FFA, so things are likely to get weird. They're likely to get funky. Third refinery coming up for hello, which is our red Soviet player. Going to be dropping a sentry gun. KingKonG going for the sneaky dojo plays in the north. Engineer and a conscript getting blasted out by a bullfrog over here to this oil derrick. That's a great move. That's a great move by Libra. Libra, not DDF Libra, but the other Libra, who I have in the past called DDF. Grabs the hospital as well, so hello is getting, well, the oil derrick and the hospital, and the observation post, actually. I guess KingKonG was the one grabbing the garage, but there is a garage here for hello, so he could also grab that. There are a couple of pretty good FFA maps. This just happens to be a zone trooper in the chat saying he's surprised no one has made a decent FFA map. Yeah, there are a couple of good ones that are included in the official map pack, but I think we're going to see one of them in a minute. But yeah, not a lot of FFA maps get crit. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's crate time, boys. Crate time. Tengu's going for the harass from KingKonG. I don't know what these battle markers are. Oh, it's Libra taking some damage from 9-track. Perhaps 9-track kind of flew over Libra's base. Hello, going for those, getting harassed by KingKonG, going for a 4th refinery. Got the crane somewhere. Ah, the crane over here in the main base. Don't you hate it when you're playing Soviets and you've got a crane and you queue up a refinery and then you unpack your MCV, or you pack up your MCV to leave, but you queued up your refinery actually on your MCV instead of your crane, so that it cancels and then you have to redeploy your MCV like a chump. I do that, you know, not quite half the time that I'm playing Red Alert 3, but yeah. Did you by any chance receive the 3v3 replay I sent you? If you sent it to my email, email is a pretty robust system. Like, very few times do emails truly get lost to the ether. So, yeah, if you sent it, there's like a 99.999% chance that it came through and that I got it. I am just behind on emails, which is part of what today is about. We're casting games that people have emailed me that I've not had the time to look at previously. So that's why we're casting them in this live stream format instead of in like a fully produced video format, which takes me a lot more time. Twin Blades out for Libra. Going the classic Twin Blade route, which, oh, the MCV gets locked down. Hello. Going to be losing his MCV potentially to Hat and grabbing that barracks as well. So this might be kind of the end of the road for Hat. We'll have to see, because if KingKonG keeps attacking Hat, or hello, not Hat, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble. The MCV goes down. KingKonG flies over. He sees Hat. And I may actually choose I'm going to fight this battle a different day. I might just go and attack hello. But yeah, if hello ends up getting attacked by, you know, losing their MCV over here, getting attacked a little bit by Hat, and then also getting attacked by KingKonG, which is currently what's happening. Wow. Never have I seen someone build so many sentry guns, but basically nothing else. I don't know what Hello's plan was. I think Hello was hoping that no one was going to attack him, so he could get like his 4 or 5 refineries up, and he would just not be attacked, which is basically what happened to Hat. It seemed like Hat is basically getting 2 free entire bases. Like, he's got 2 refineries over here, he's got a refinery here, he's got 3 over here. Basically, Hat just got away with going super eco early on, and now is going to be able to just produce an insane amount of stuff and potentially just kill everyone. Oh, and the super reactor gets sold off. There's a naval yard somewhere. Naval yard over here. But if this is the only pocket that Hello has, you know, later on in the game, well, he may actually be able to be one of those players that survives. I'm kind of curious, how much money does Hat have? Oh, only 2.5 grand. So despite all of the refineries, Hat's actually doing a pretty good job of spending the money. As I say that, he climbs up to 4,000 credits. So maybe not. He needs to get more production facilities or something. He doesn't have a lot of stuff queued. Yeah. Which, by the way, I think XYHC is actually casting or observing the Ladder Wars right now. Or maybe he's playing in them. I don't know. I saw that he was streaming. I didn't realize Ladder Wars were going on right now. I'm just trying to have some casual replay fun. A couple of hammer tanks from Libra. I'm going to be taking out 9 tracks building. The further north you go in the game, the more aggression that there is. KingKonG also seems to be claiming a good little chunk of space. Got his expansion up here, up and running. Got this expansion up and running. Hat may be losing this expansion kind of on this high ground to Libra. So that's the thing, you know. You got all this cash. What are you actually doing with it? He's got 4 MiGs. He's going to be able to clear out 1 twin blade. Or maybe 2 twin blades. And then they just come back in and go for the kill on the ore collector. All of the MiGs go down. And 1 twin blade survives. This is a lot of strikers, or chopper VXs rather. A lot of bullfrogs are here though, so those strikers cannot take that number of bullfrogs. They can clean up pretty much all of this stuff though. The bullfrogs should respond, but yeah. They can clean up a good chunk of that. Oh no, this is not good. 3 bullfrogs will go down to this many strikers, but they will do some heavy damage first. Although the point defense drones definitely help with that, but so Hello has certainly stabilized. Having this little expansion over here definitely helps with that. The 2 super reactors there, which means when this one gets taken out, you know, it's not as big of a deal. Losing this refinery here definitely sucks, but he's got the refinery in the corner. Up to tier 3 is 9 track. What was that? It was just like a bunch of stuff spawned in and then disappeared. I don't know what that was. Oh, satellites. Satellites raining down upon an aircraft carrier. Lovely little terror drone trick by Libra. Locking down these 2 aircraft carriers. Don't know that he's actually going to be able to do all that much about it. And, ooh, grabs the MCV. Well played to Hat. Hat grabs 9 tracks MCV. Steals it away for himself. If Hat keeps this MCV alive, oh, he can actually pick up some cash. 9 track has been defeated. So, 9 tracks aircraft carriers over here now gone. But, oh my gosh, he just got a tier 3 MCV. That's nuts. I didn't realize that that actually transferred like that. Unless he's had that long enough to purchase, to build all of that stuff and then purchase tier 3. But this is going to be potentially like Athena cannons supporting Apocalypse tanks. So 9 track is out. Zouth crashed out in the beginning. And then there were 4. Libra, the purple Soviets, the cyan Soviets hat, the blue Empire KingKonG, and then the red Soviets Forever Forello. Or Hello. So actually, the only Allied player was the first one to die, the first one to lose. Which, there was an FFA that I cast where an Allied player basically didn't get attacked for like 25 minutes, and they just got to build whatever they want, and then they were able to wipe the map with everybody else, and people were like, see, Allies are so OP, because the Allied player won and was able to fight off multiple other people. And it's like, yeah, they had 25 minutes of no rush to build whatever they want and get like 5 or 6 refineries. Like, what do you think? So, but by that same logic, then, clearly Allies are the worst because they just lost in this game, even though the context matters, and that's clearly not a good indicator. There's so many APOC tanks from Hat. So Hat is clearly the runaway winner in this game, but when you are the runaway winner at the beginning or the middle of an FFA, that doesn't always mean that you'll be the one to win. Got a garage, got an oil derrick, no dry dock it looks like. A couple of observation posts. KingKonG with the Tengus going for the harass of those bullfrogs, trying to keep, I assume, his strikers safe. Yep, his chopper VX is flying around. Ooh, the Shogun battleship gets eliminated by the Akula subs. I like that this guy just shows up at the last second. He gets all of the credit for killing that Shogun battleship, but this guy was the one actually putting in the work. He's doing the 9 to 5, and the other guy is getting all the credit. That one Tengu slowly but surely killing these bullfrogs. He's got his work cut out for him. It feels like KingKonG should be able to just outright kill Hello, but he has been unable to. Like, Hello is just now losing some of this stuff on land, but Hello has actually been able to make a little bit of a comeback, and I assume this will kind of be the beginning of the end for him. Properly. Yari Minisub's trying to deal with these Akulas, and Shogun battleships also trying to deal with them. Oh, this is so many APOC tanks, and they are getting caught on themselves, trying to drive around these walls as these twin blades tear them apart. Look at this, from Libra, he built little walls around his Tesla coil. It's so adorable. Oh my gosh, these APOC tanks. They tank so much. Oh, doesn't get the crush on the hammer tanks, but this is just throwing away money. So this is why I say that just because you seem to be massively ahead doesn't necessarily mean that you will win that game, because you might just throw away a whole bunch of units like that. Yuriko out for KingKonG. Gonna be heading around the map doing something. Gets the kill on that obs post. Ooh, bullfrogs. Nope. The transform does happen, and the bullfrogs will be the ones with short-lived lives. Twin Blades going for the big attack. Hat going to be losing, it looks like, potentially this expansion to Libra. Although it looks like Libra Hat has some flak troopers in that building. Oh, the carnage. All of those MiGs. Shogun battleships now trying to finally, for once and for all, finish off Hello. Oh, and the Shogun battleships finally get the kill on that bullfrog. I'm actually getting a phone call. Okay, no, that was my wife calling, and normally she just calls like once, and then she'll send a text with whatever she needs if I don't pick up. But she called 3 times in a row, so I thought it was something urgent, and it ended up not being so urgent. So, a little bit of a false alarm there. This is so many APOC tags from Hat. Oh my gosh. KingKonG, it looks like, is finally... No, the MCV's over here. Hello is desperately trying to hold on. Every once in a while, you get an FFA where someone is in this kind of situation like Hello, and they sneak off an MCV, and then they take one refinery, like, way down here, and then they wait 20 minutes, and everyone has basically killed each other, and then you get an epic, epic comeback, and everyone wants to be that guy. But, you know, it happens so rarely, but every once in a while it does happen. APOC tanks are here. This is doom waiting at your door. This one Terror drone, I guess, in theory, could potentially, like, kill all of these APOC tanks, but I don't know that that'll actually happen. 2 Terror drones now infecting APOC tanks. I guess eventually every APOC tank could be infected by a Terror drone, but Libra is just literally getting his base shredded by these APOC tanks. Striker VX is maybe the thing that finishes off the rest of this base, as these Akula subs are trying to make short work of these Shogun battleships. The Akula subs keep showing up to do a little bit more damage to the Shogun battleships, and then they try and submerge to get away from the Strikers. Oh my gosh, Hat with so many twin blades. He can actually kill the Konyard, and Hello will be our 3rd player out of this game. So it is down to Libra, who has kind of switched over to the south side of the map, Hat, and KingKonG. KingKonG, who's been able to just kind of sit around by himself for the last couple of minutes. He hasn't been doing all that much. Like, yeah, he was attacking Hello over here, but that took like 2 units. You know, he didn't like have a huge army over there. Actually, it feels like KingKonG should have more stuff. He needs to definitely take the expansions, take the refineries of his opponent. Hat with a twin blade army will clear up everything that KingKonG has, at least right here. I don't know that he can take on all of these Strikers without the Apocalypse tanks, but now that the APOC tanks are here... Oh my gosh, these twin blades, these Tengus rather, getting so many kills on twin blades before the MiGs finally show up to do their job, and MiG is going to trade his life for the life of a Tengu. Even Rocket Angels are here. Wow. Rocket Angels showing up. Rocket Angels are like... I don't know, it feels like they should be a better unit than they are. Like, they've got pretty good DPS, they're pretty spammable, and they've got that lockdown mechanic. They've got that lockdown special ability, but they're just not used very much. I don't know, like, maybe they need to not be tier 3, or maybe they should have a price reduction or something, but it's like, with good micro, Rocket Angels can be an incredibly versatile unit. It's kind of like hydrofoils on steroids, but nobody ever uses them. Like, in theory, they should be a really powerful unit that, like, changes games. 1 MiG, 2 MiG, 3 MiG down, and then the super reactor gets exploded. More MiGs show up, more MiGs die. Oh, as these bullfrogs now are the ones to die. The twin blades fall from the sky. This is so many twin blades. You gotta hand it to Libra. So this may end up being one of those situations where Libra and KingKonG kind of pull Hat apart. They kind of kill Hat little bit by little bit. And then Hat ends up dying, even though a couple of minutes ago Hat was the strongest contender. Two more airfields coming up for Hat. KingKonG shows up to kill a crane, which cancels that one, so very nicely done there by KingKonG. Gets the cancel on an airfield, gonna go for a reactor as well. Hat might be getting pulled a little bit to pieces. Fully heroic chopper VXs. They're red rockets. They shoot so fast. Goodbye, Super Reactor. Goodbye, fully heroic chopper VXs. They both get eliminated there. Real quick, I'm going to take a look at who's got cash. KingKonG has 6 grand. That dude could put that to better use. And Hat, yeah, Hat's basically out of money. And Libra has $7,000. So KingKonG and Libra both have huge amounts of cash to spend, and Hat has already spent all of his cash. And I'm guessing he's been losing refineries or something. Yeah, I think he's been kind of taking losses to income. He's almost mined some of this stuff out. Yeah. Oh, that one actually is depleted, so that explains why he's a little bit low on income, is some of these ore refineries have actually become depleted. So he built up that massive army, but now he doesn't really have... Ooh, MCV goes down. Hat's MCV gets eliminated, so Hat may be... He's got the war factory, but he lost his crane, and now he lost his MCV, so that may be it in terms of production. He can't actually build any more stuff. He's got like 3 war factories, so he still, of course, can build stuff, but he can't build buildings, and he has no support powers. One bullfrog goes down, but there are so many other bullfrogs here to go for the kills. Also going to be trying to kill some of these balloon bombs. The refinery ends up going down. I thought I kept hearing the capture sound of an engineer. Ooh, a KingKonG gets sniped. KingKonG could go ahead and reclaim that pretty darn quickly. The bull rush of the KingKonG breaks apart one Apocalypse tank, but the other Apocalypse tanks will be able to deal with the KingKongs. And I guess that's the capture sound, was some grabbing some units. Natasha trying to eliminate Yuriko, but Yuriko gets the kill on Natasha, and here the juggling begins with Yuriko getting the kill on the APOC tanks, and now it's just like bullfrogs left. Bullfrogs aren't going to do anything. Twin Blades rush in, they get the kill on Yuriko, and, well, I guess that'll be the rest of the army because there isn't a whole lot of anti-air here. There are a couple of Tengus over there for KingKonG, but what is this? The Bullfrog Twin Blade army. It's a giant square on the mini-map. Yeesh, Libra. This is so many Twin Blades. Never are there more Twin Blades than in an FFA. I mean, they are a good unit to spam. Twin Blades and MiGs or Twin Blades and Bullfrogs. Good unit to spam. Couple choppers flying over there. Selling off some base defenses. Hat has very little income. And he's still got an impressive army, but not as impressive as it was a few moments ago. KingKonG going for the kill of Libra's Harvester. Libra, I'm guessing, dropping a Tesla coil, yeah. Tesla coil coming up. Libra may have found a bit of an opening, utilizing these Twin Blades to get some Harvester kills. Actually, no, just going to go right for the Mecha Bay. Calls down satellites to guarantee the kill, but of course doesn't actually need them. Wah, wah. Twin Blades from Hat gonna fly over the army of KingKonG. Gonna go for the kills there. And ooh, these Sea Wings will have a heyday until the Twin Blades tear them apart because the numbers are just a little too much. The MCV going to take some big damage from these Twin Blades. And gone. MCV eliminated. One more Sea Wing for KingKonG, but that's not quite enough. And goodbye Naval Yard before another Sea Wing can be produced. You gotta hand it to these guys. All three of them are doing a fair job of tearing each other apart. Libra is taking it to KingKonG. KingKonG was taking it to Hat. Hat was trying to bash Libra. I don't know that it really worked in the last couple of minutes, but still, they're kind of forming a triangle of death as they punch each other in the face repeatedly. Another satellite comes down. That an Imperial warrior who got knocked away with the satellite looked kind of funny when he flew through the air, the ragdoll effects. Harvester gets eliminated. This oil derrick is still here. KingKonG can nuke somebody's army in 2 minutes and 41 seconds, although he's low power, so not so much right now. MCV up and running. Eureka here as well. Oh, nope, killing that mecha bait didn't actually bring him back online. Libra killing an extra couple of power plants would definitely add a lot to this timer. No. My internet may have just died. Hopefully it gets back online in a moment. That's really frustrating. The internet's been kind of spotty recently. Conscripts trying to deal with these tank busters. They will eventually clean them up. No, the Imperial Warrior I didn't realize was there. So he actually gets the save. He's the hero. That Imperial Warrior. Okay, we are back online. I think YouTube just kicked everyone off because they were on the other video, which I don't think there's a way for me to reconnect to. So, because my internet crapped out for like 30 seconds, I think all of the viewers are on the technically first half of this. Well, that's super annoying, but let's get back to this game as Libra flies over so many strikers. I think he actually has enough twin blades to kill all of the strikers, but of course, huge losses incurred on both sides. Absolutely huge as yet another twin blade explodes in the sky. One more striker is here. Oh my gosh, this one striker! He did it! He actually did it! He cleared all of the twin blades, the last little group. That was an insane... Man, I can't believe that that's where my internet crapped out, was just before that moment. That was an insane twin blade striker engagement. I thought the twin blades had that, but man, that one striker just barely eked it out in the end. Down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, still low power for KingKonG. He's trying desperately to get more power plants up and running. Could even sell off a couple of these, a couple of those Defender VXs. Oh no! These V4s, man. Oh, I get the kill on that harvester, or on that refinery anyways. Wah, wah. All of those V4s get eliminated. Hat losing so many V4s. Looks like a couple of people have come over from the other live stream, I think, where it died, unfortunately. But we're back up now, so welcome back. Harvesters attacking harvesters. It happens, and in this case, he actually gets the kill on the Terror Drone as well. He gets the kill on the Harvester and the Terror Drone. Ooh, Hat is going to be losing another MCV as Libra. This is a lot of Akula subs. Libra going for the kill there. Libra with a big group of hammer tanks. They all get locked down by the Nanoswarm Hive. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that in a game. The Nanoswarm Hive. And he's going for the big kill. He's going to let the satellite finish it off. What a move there by Libra. What a move indeed. The conscript gets wasted. I think a twin blade went down over there. Dang, that wave force artillery just barely surviving. Yeah, you can sell off some of those power plants now. You don't actually need all of those power plants now that your psycho whatever detonator is gone. Psionic decimator? Detonator? No, I don't remember. Balloon bombs with this Stryker should be able to clean up this one refinery. Wow. Balloon bombs really do not do very much at all. It took all of those balloon bombs plus a fully heroic Chopper VX firing constantly to kill that one refinery. Hat. He's a big believer in the APOC tanks. Have they worked out before in this game? No. Have they won him this game? No. But he is still a big believer. Libra going to be sharking around the map looking for the kill. I guess not going to be killing that naval yard necessarily. Maybe? Nope. Nope. Looks like he's just leaving it. New refinery up and running for Libra. This one's got 6,500 credits, so always good when it's still a refinery with it, or an ore node with at least as much cash as it costs to build the refinery. Once you get into the depleted ones, it's like you have to be there for quite a while to make your money back on that refinery. Twin Blades rushing in. They will get the kill on a couple of these tank busters. They will also get the kill on that Stryker. And, well, I guess it's going to be up to the KingKonG to try and do something about these. You'd think he could just look up. He could crane his neck back and look up and shoot those Twin Blades. The chopper transforms, but, oh, and something just got canceled there. I guess he's going to lose another Mecha Bay. So KingKonG, he kept his chopper VX alive, but he lost another Mecha Bay. Libra, he has a lot of APOC tanks to deal with. He's got hammer tanks. And I mean, if there are enough hammer tanks, then maybe they can deal with these APOC tanks, but I don't actually know how these numbers are going to work out. The MCV does survive at the current moment, but no, it finally gets eliminated there. That one APOC tank gets completely surrounded. Going to go for the crush on one hammer tank, and a second hammer tank will get crushed by that APOC tank. A couple of terror drones going for some infects, and oh, these bullfrogs do not want to be there as Libra shows up with a ton of twin blades, and he will be able to clean up these hammer tanks, or these APOC tanks. Nope, the bullfrogs show up. The response is there from Hat. Although this is now enough APOC tanks that I think in combination, the twin blades and the hammer tanks will be able to deal with these APOC tanks as long as all the hammer tanks don't get crushed. Another Chopper VX from KingKonG going for the kill on those refineries. That fully heroic Chopper VX has been doing some serious work, putting in a ton of damage. APOC tanks. Oh, Magnetic Singularity grabbing, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those hammer tanks, and they do get drawn in by the APOC Harpoon. More powerful than a Magnetic Singularity is the APOC tank Harpoon. But of course, the Terror Drone Surprise means that some of these APOC tanks basically just get instantly infected. I don't think I've ever seen this many APOC tanks use their Harpoon. My gosh, this is so sad for Libra. His entire army just gets wasted by APOC tank Harpoons. you say hi? He doesn't actually speak yet, but he's here. Can you say anything? Can you say Dada? No? You don't say anything? He is signing please. So my kiddo just walked up and he's signing the word please, which is just as good as saying it. Balloon bombs clear out that super reactor. Sea wings down there for KingKonG. Stryder going to be clearing out this ore refinery. Again, this fully heroic striker from KingKonG has been putting in so much work. No, the keyboard's not for you. The mouse also isn't for you. No, you're okay. Baby Bert isn't positive that he wants to hang out and stream with you guys. Can you say hello? Yes, the game speed is tied to FPS. That is one of the downsides of the way this game was made from a technical side. Alright, Twin Blades going to be showing up. And a couple of Yari mini-subs. Fully heroic, going to be going for the kill on this MCV. The Konyard will get taken out. Libra's Konyard will eventually get taken out by KingKonG. Libra with a ton of bullfrogs here in the middle of the map. Twin Blades clearing up. It looks like another mecha bay. And now going to be going for the refinery. These guys, they almost have like the wrong armies. Like KingKonG has a bunch of stuff out on water, and Libra has a bunch of stuff on land. But they're not meeting. Uh-oh. Baby Bert just got himself a pen. Hold on. Okay, crisis averted. Baby Bert no longer has a pen to mark himself up and everything else. A couple of V4s going to be going down. The Skywing, it is a wonderful, wonderful unit, but no one ever uses it because it's not that good in most, like, 1v1 situations. Like, not often do you need a dedicated naval anti-air unit. Tengus are just generally better for that sort of thing. This guy deserves like a triple medal. That Chopper VX. Twin Blades clearing up some power plants. Once again, the massive APOC tank army is being rebuilt by Hat. Drop an F in the chat, boys. Unfortunately, Spectrum has been letting us down, but we're going to try and finish out this game. And the live stream VODs are going to be a total mess for this. Alright, so where were we? We got Libra, the Purple Soviets, we got KingKonG, the Blue Empire, and then we got Hat, the Cyan Soviets. Libra and KingKonG are kind of joining forces right now, both to attack Hat. Libra and KingKonG have been punching each other in the face pretty well these last couple of minutes. Hat keeps building these huge APOC tank armies and trying to do something with them, but it never works, and then he builds another APOC tank army, and that one also doesn't work, so, you know, he's doing what he can. I think you guys actually missed the fully heroic Chopper VX from KingKonG. Got eliminated over here. That's actually its burn mark there on the ground. Very sad. Oh, KingKonG has been defeated. It's down to Hat and Libra. And honestly, Hat probably has had more cash over the course of this game, but it feels like Libra is going to be the one to win because Libra has actually been making stuff that makes sense. So now we're down to Hat and Libra, 2 Soviet players. The Empire is gone, the Allies are gone, it's just Soviet players remaining in this 5-player FFA. Although there actually aren't that many Twin Blades left, like, there's definitely been bigger Twin Blade armies earlier in this game. Akula subs still kind of sharking around the map, looking for openings, looking for opportunities. Where are the bullfrogs? Why are the bullfrogs all back home? Hat, why did you leave home without your bullfrogs? Like, the only thing that Libra has been doing for the last 5 minutes in this game. Oh! That MCV is going to get infected, and that is how it will die. Great combo move there by Libra. Doesn't manage to get the kill on the MCV. Actually, the garage repairs the MCV faster than a Terror drone kills it. This garage over here for Hat is repairing that MCV more quickly than the Terror drone kills it. That's crazy. That is crazy repairs. The MCV now again under threat from the Twin Blades. The Crusher Crane dealt with the Terror drone, but these Bullfrogs are once again not in a position to actually save the MCV. The Crusher Crane will now be targeted. First Bullfrog shows up, and there goes the Crusher Crane. APOC tanks down here are killing everything. These 2 reactors have gotten them a little bit scared. That's why they were worried about attacking them. But they finally do now. Yeah, all of those little repair icons. And Libra has been defeated. Hat actually is our victor. After all of that, Hat is actually the one who comes out ahead in the end. Libra could have just, like, built one thing in the corner, you know, with some water separating it from the APOC tanks, and that would have been it. And by the way, this is not DDF Libra. Well, that was actually a pretty solid game, but we did not get to see it. Getting broken up. 333,000 credits. I mean, it does make sense that he was the one to win, but still, he narrowly almost got defeated by someone with 70,000 less dollars than him. KingKonG coming at 240,000. Also one of our late runners, or one of the people who made it late into the game, but didn't quite have what it takes to win. Yeah, it was a pretty okay FFA.